So Mario Kart World just got a brand new update, literally right before we're apparently supposed to be getting this heavily rumored Nintendo Direct sometime this week, which it seems like Thursday is the last possible day with an announcement tomorrow morning. But enough about that, we're talking about this update because yes, Nintendo just updated Mario Kart World to version 1.2.0, which actually add a lot of major changes to the game and maybe fixed a big problem. We're going to talk about that in a second, but let's go through the list of what Nintendo actually updated here. For the general updates, they changed in the versus race of single player, they added no computer to the comm rules. In the versus race of single player and multiplayer, they added mushrooms only to the item rules. So you could probably have some fun tournaments now where all the crazy randomness of items is out. It's just your skill of driving and using mushrooms, which I actually really like that. You can now choose view replay after downloading ghost data in time trials, which is pretty cool. I thought you could already do that. You can now choose whom to watch when spectating in Knockout Tour and Balloon Battle in online play, wireless play, and LAN play. So now it doesn't just automatically choose who you're spectating, like the person in the front or anything like that. You can actually go through and choose, once again, something that was in past Mario Kart games that I already thought was in the game. I was kind of unaware of that. You can now see the waiting time until the next race or battle starts in online play, wireless play, or LAN play. And yes, there's like a little load bar now that shows you how long you have to wait for a battle to start up, which is actually pretty cool. You can see how long it's going to take, so that way you can go leave the room, get some snacks or something, come back. That way you're just not waiting aimlessly, wondering when the heck the race is going to start. When using camera play in multiplayer and online play, the game will now remember the camera cursor position and size until the player closes the game. If you change the number of people playing, the cursor position and size will return to their original settings. So I never really used camera play, so I can't really comment too much on that, but it sounds like a good little quality of life feature. On the free roam map, when you gather all the P-switches, question panels, and Peach medallions, the colors of the various numbers will now change. This is a strange one. I don't know exactly what this means. I don't know if it's saying like once you 100% collected every one of the either P-switches, question panels, and medallions, it just changes the colors of the number values. Why does that matter? I guess it's a way of showing you that you completed them all or found them all, but that's not really what people wanted. We want a way to be able to tell how many we have left and like how many we need to collect from each region, so it makes it easier to track these things down. Right now there's no way to track them, so yeah, that's just kind of a weird change. Like, hey, this just lets you know when you found them all, but it doesn't really help you find them all. But they also made computers weaker in everything other than battle, which is interesting. I know a lot of people have been complaining that the computer were really difficult to get those 3-star rankings. I didn't find them that difficult. Once again, my big issue was just kind of the blue shells in this game. The blue shells is what causes me to lose every single computer battle. Besides that, I didn't really think they were that hard, but I guess it's easier now if you want to get those 3-star rankings. They made homing of the boomerang weaker. Yes, this is a huge one that I absolutely wanted. The boomerang feels so overpowered in this game with 4 throws now, and it feels like it always comes after you and tracks you down. So I am so glad that they made that change. They also decreased the probability of getting a triple dash mushroom in the low position whenever the item rules in a race are anything other than frantic. Now this is something that I definitely noticed when playing. There's a lot of races where I kind of just try to stay at the bottom in the back of the pack and see what type of items I got, and I didn't really get some of those overpowered items as often as I thought I would. I don't know. I feel like 3 mushrooms were actually pretty good. I don't know if Nintendo is saying like, no, you're more likely to get maybe gold mushrooms instead, but either way, I feel like I wasn't getting super powerful items back in the pack anymore, which might help with bagging. But yeah, I played like 10 games, and like I said, almost every time, there's a lot of times where I just got like a red shell or a gold shell or something, all the way back as far as 14th or 15th place. So maybe Nintendo is decreasing, you know, those powerful items a little bit and making it so that people don't just straight up bag anymore. Another part of this update states, changed it so order of getting question block is higher than in the past, whenever the item rules in a race are anything other than frantic. Yes, I noticed that you will get question blocks now in the higher places instead of just in the back, which makes a lot of sense because the question block is literally just something to give you some coins and other players' coins. So it felt pretty stupid to get this thing in the middle or back of the pack. It never really helped you. They made it so that there is a wheel spinning animation if the player presses the A button acceleration too early when starting a race while driving. So just a little animation thing that they added. Player will not lose speed even when spinning wheels. So yeah, once again, just a little animation that they changed at the start of races. And finally, probably the biggest part of the update, increased the frequency of lap type courses appearing in the selection when choosing the next course in versus race and wireless races. So if you want to check out the rest of the updates, I'll link them down below. There's some other quality of life bug fixes. For instance, the bullet bill now works. It drops you off over a glide section. You'll still get the glide, which was a big bug. There's also something new where you have a longer and greater landing boost speed now, which just affects all the world records. So pretty much everybody has to go through and redo their world records now, which is hilarious. But still, let's talk about some of these big updates. So I went online and I tried about 10 races to see exactly how many intermission tracks I would get and how many 3-lap tracks that I would get. And I didn't notice a massive change, unfortunately. I was really hoping it'd be night and day. Now, maybe it's just my luck. I've seen a lot of people online say that they got, like, out of 6 races, 4 3-lap tracks, which sounds pretty significant. But for me, I'd say out of the 10 races, I only got about 3 3-lap tracks, which isn't great. Now, it seems like it still has to be a random pick, or if Nintendo gives you that option to choose one of the tracks that's not connected to an intermission, which did appear a little bit more often. I just think a lot of people online are still just choosing the intermission tracks, which sucks for the people that don't want to play them. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is not going to get fixed until Nintendo straight up just adds a regular classic mode to race on these tracks if we want, which still isn't in the game. So I probably still will not be playing online and still will just be playing Discord lobbies because I find it to be more reliable. And yeah, the intermissions are still just as bad as ever. I mean, I try to once again jump back in and give them a try after about a week or two of a break from this game. But goodness gracious, it's just a mess. Like, watch this gameplay, and like, I don't know how someone can have fun with this. Like, driving straight and just getting blasted by items the entire time with no tricks, no shortcuts, nothing happening. It's a mess, man. So I don't know if the probability is even 50-50 right now. It's really too early to say. I think once people test it more and see exactly what the percentage is of getting a intermission or a 3-lap track, I think then we can comment on it. But it's a little too early to say anything right now. But how is the update? Does it actually fix the issue? Kind of. It is an improvement. It does look like Nintendo is listening, but it's still not the level that we're hoping for. I think most people playing online right now are going to still get intermission tracks chosen unless you're at really high percentage numbers. Like, for instance, I'm low 8,000 just because I've barely been playing, and with low 8,000, a lot of people are still just choosing intermission tracks. I've heard in the upper 8,000s, lower 9,000s, a lot of people are just choosing nothing but random, so that might help. So once again, if you don't know, choose random if there's no other options to play 3-lap tracks that Nintendo gives you, because random still has a chance of giving you a 3-lap track a lot higher now thanks to this update. But I am glad that Nintendo is making steps to fix things, and this is coming right before an inevitable Nintendo Direct, so I don't know if Nintendo has more plans for updates for this game, or maybe this is it. It's really hard to say. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about the update. Did you enjoy it? Did you not care about it? Does it fix things for you, or does it not fix things? Definitely let me know down below. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. And like always, have a blessed day, guys, and I'll see you all on the next one. See ya, guys.